Hey, Pine. Thank y'all for jumping back in. All right, y'all give me a second. I gotta get something to drink. So while everybody hopping back in, make sure you have your planners. We are doing the dashboard layout, which is one of my favorite layouts. Hey, Southern Tea Time. Hey. So yeah, if y'all don't have your planners done, go ahead and pull them out. We're gonna plan in here. I learned a couple of tricks from Fee from Gold Mine and Coco that I liked. I'm gonna incorporate some stuff that she did, and I'm gonna kind of do a little bit of what we already do on the page. Well, what we do in our planners each week. So I'm gonna do a little bit of that. So y'all jump in. Go ahead and hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't. If you haven't, jump off, subscribe, come back in. And you already playing, girl. You just so ahead of the game. So ahead of the game. I don't know which color pen I want to write in today, but here I come, y'all. Okay, y'all, let's get started. Okay, so this is the dashboard layout. Yes, write in your journal. Girl, you better get that life together. We all need to. Okay, so the other day, Fee did she was trying to get comfortable with the dashboard layout. So for me, I'm super comfortable with the dashboard layout, but I like how she kind of switched up this other side to kind of make it work for her. I've seen a couple of other pages do it, so I thought that was cool. So when I saw that, I said, hey, what's going on? I said one thing that would be cool on here is to incorporate how we do Monday motivation. Now, I'm still going to come live tomorrow, y'all. I'm going to still do Monday motivation on a blank sheet of paper. But I was like, it would be really cool to do the Monday motivation and then do the weekly recap down here. So I think I want to add that. And then I'll repurpose some other stuff, I think, however I want to. So I think that's what we're going to do. Hey, Lauren. Hey, everybody popping in. So what we're doing is we are planning. We are using the dashboard layout. And I saw a couple of people do it differently. Fee did one. I cannot think of this other lady. Hers is like really, really cute. She be doing all this extra stuff. I don't know if I'm going to do all that. But what I do know is I want to incorporate our Monday motivation quote and then our weekly recap down here. So if we don't do nothing else, those two are going to go on here. We're going to pretty much probably cover up errands, I believe. I think that's what we're going to cover up on here. So what I will say that I don't like on here, this one I'm going to keep blanking where I can't see y'all comments. What I don't care for on here so much is how they kind of just tell you what color you're going to be working with for the week. I don't like that. I'm like, can we just get some gray boxes, folks? Like, if you're going to have us buying 40 different sticker books, can we at least pick our own color scheme? So, yeah. So, I'm going to figure out if I'm just going to rock with these colors because I don't feel like fighting with them today, or if there's anything else that I can add in here. So, I was looking for like another big box, and y'all know I would throw yellow down anyway. And let's see. Ooh, excuse me. I felt that sneeze coming out. I'm trying to hold it in. Sorry, y'all. Okay. Boy, that's my first time sneezing on live. Would you look at that? Okay, so I'm going to go and keep this purple because I can't. I don't have time in real life to keep playing with these folks. So what we're going to do is we're going to cover this errands part up. Thank you. Yeah, that box just, it won't let you be great. So we're going to cover the errands box up. And then we know this is going to be our motivation for the week. So that'll be our oh, Lord, did I put that down straight? Nah, yeah, did I? Yeah, I know I always had these little fits putting boxes and stuff down. All right, so we're going to put that box right there, which is so not straight. Oh, we might be wasting this box, y'all. I'm sorry. She can't. She just won't be able to. Yep, we not gonna, I know, y'all. Like, did she really waste this whole sticker? I did. I did, and I am okay with it. But what I cannot do is that right there. So, we're just gonna throw the whole sticker away. Yep. Just throw the whole sticker away. And I love how Stephanie has some stickers that stick to the guards, and then some stickers that don't want to stick at all. Girl, don't stick like this when I need to get it up. Girl, when I tell you I can't, I just can't. So at least we know that I won't fall all the way apart over destroying a sticker. So let's just do this and turn this upside down like we know that I should have in the first place. And now we are going to add, we just gonna add another one, y'all. At this point, we just gonna roll with this color scheme that I did not agree to. All right, so again, if it don't go down straight this time, y'all, I'm just gonna have to have, oh Lord, all right, it's just gonna have to go down crooked, but I think that's better than what it was. All right, so that's right there. That just covered up the little earrings part, and I'm gonna put something down at this bottom part to layer it slightly. And so we're gonna layer this background. And then we can cover up calls and errands if you need to. And then we're going to put this down, which y'all ain't straight, but I'm not going to pull it back up. All right, so we have that down. So remember, this is going to be our section where we do our Monday motivation. And then I'm going to put the word important right there. Go ahead. Don't try to act like you're trying to walk all soft and stuff. They know that you be coming somewhere in through the lives. This is nothing new, kiddo. He going to pause at the bottom of the stairs like I'm going to just make him stand right there until I finish. Boy, y'all, these little boys, I tell you. Okay, so we want to make sure that we put emphasis on this motivational section. So I'm just highlighting it with that right there. Okay, now you're trying it. So then we have this. I'm going to do a little pop of yellow. Just, yeah, I got to have yellow somewhere. Yellow makes me happy. All right. So these are pretty much going to be the colors that I use throughout this whole thing. I don't really have a lot to buy this week for real, so I'm going to cover that up as well. And let me find something else with yellow. Down here is going to be where we do our recap. So let's pull some more purple in. It's more like a lavender. It ain't a deep purple. So let's go in. And I want to cover this up too. So I'm just looking for a strip that I can use to cover up. And this, I kind of, that's not the right color though. I pulled that out like just confident in everything. So I'm looking for something that says maybe like reminders. So I don't want to use important again. And I think I need to use most of those words up out of here. So what I can do is just handwrite that in. So we'll put this over here. And this will be for reminders. And then to buy, I may keep that the same. Possibly. And then I need to cover this up because that's going to be for our weekly recap. So let me find something else that's a little bit yellow. And that will be for our recap. Probably keep it with more of this pink and yellow. Good night, kid. Love you. Okay, so this is going to be for our recap. This little, it can stay. It just says do more of what makes your soul shine. So that kind of works for me in this moment. So as you see, I just figured out what my color scheme is going to be. So we do know that I'm going to have to go over here. Potentially cover that up because these purples are a little bit off. And I don't really feel like I'm here for that. So let's see what we have in here, if there's any long strips left. So what a lot of y'all might not notice is I really like this book. So you see a lot of stuff just cleared off. I like that it allows me to kind of use things how I want to. Now, I don't know if this strip is going to be too, no, it might be just right. Okay, so how many of y'all are using this layout? And how many of y'all are like, I'm over it? And so I think over here, this might be, oh, yay. Hey, Monique, thank you. Oh, so all y'all just left me. Y'all just left me here alone with my pack. So what I'll be doing with these is, and I'll be switching them out in between the monthly layout and this layout for journal, jot, and job, like business stuff, because I like both of these. Everybody, I get it, y'all. It is a rough layout. I can't even pretend like it's not. I think it causes us to overthink. And when you have to overthink, then that's when productivity goes out the window. So I honestly, I get it, y'all. So let's do, you know what I like, y'all? Right, and I think for most people trying to read, if they would have left this blank, I think if they would have left each section blank or either made one section bigger where you can kind of customize it how you want it, then I can see that happening. Okay, I can see that too, Lauren. Like, I like Happy Planner. I'm not going to say I don't like Happy Planner, but I'm not a solo planner, if that makes any sense. Like, I love TN's Traveler Notebooks. I would probably pick that over any planner. If I had to just choose one, it would be a Traveler's Notebook for sure. Oh, I was about to put that upside down, y'all. Okay, so I'm going to tell y'all what we're going to do with this in a second. Hold on, y'all. Let me just, let us have a moment of silence. Oh, Father. Yes, that's going to be crooked. Ugh. It is. Okay. That didn't go down like I wanted it to, but y'all don't know it. So, this is going to be for self-care, self-love. Y'all know that has to be somewhere around in here. It's just a must in our world. Oh, but that's crooked. Woo. I don't think y'all understand it. Like, my heart be palpitating when I put certain stuff down. It's so stupid. It's a sticker. So this is going to be our self-care section. This is going to be our motivation section. And then this is going to be our weekly recap. So we pretty much know what weekly recap looks like. And the weekly recap is going to take us off of color scheme-ish a little bit. But That's okay. So what we will do with this is let's go ahead and color block this in because we know what it looks like. So if you know what it looks like, what is this first one? What color is that supposed to be? And I'm low-key trying to see if it's a sticker that would work, but I don't believe. I might be able to make it work out with a sticker. I'm thinking I might be able to pull it off with a sticker, and that would be so cool if we could do that. I'm telling you, them large stickers be trying to take you out. Like, I wanted this sticker to work, but it's not. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to block it off a little differently. So this week we're going to do it a little differently. We're going to put some flags in. And that's going to be flag 1. Now I got to be extra. Oh, that would have been better if it was 21, but it's not. I'm going to make, look, we're going to have a better week where it's not going to be so many what didn't work. So we just going to free up that space a little bit. All right, and so what this is going to serve as, y'all, this is going to be our weekly recap. If you are new to watching my lives, we talk about in the beginning of the week, we want to do something motivational. In the end of the week, we like to do something that is a recap, right? So after the week ends, we need to figure out what worked, what didn't work, and what needs adjusting. So that's what's going to go in these sections right here. So let's go ahead and break. Uh-oh, am I doing this right? Okay. No, I'm not. I'm about to tear up a whole pen, y'all. Just team too much. Okay, so we're going to break this up. Y'all know I like to do the little lines. And that's how we're going to break that up. And I want to break this down by pieces. Okay, so let me just go in here and write weekly recap. So we have our weekly recap. We have the section down here. Now I'm just going to split it down based off of where this dot falls. Not dot, where that little point falls. And that'll break off each section. And y'all know I'm all out of order. So I'm at the end of the page. So what kind of planners are y'all using? I know I caught one TN user. Oh, I did that so wrong. I was off. Okay. And so now we'll go in, and what I'll do with this to make it a little bit easier in reference to coloring it, and where I won't, you know, kind of just be like, ooh, that's just too much. I'm just going to do the color around those little edges. So we know the top. I'm about to mess that up, y'all. This pink is so close to that red. So we know red is for what did not work in that week. So again, if you are new watching, what we do at the end of each week is we do a reflection over pretty much our life, right? So during the week, what didn't work in home life, work life, your finances, what didn't work with self-care, any of those things. You kind of want to do a recap. So when you go into the upcoming week, you're able to be a little conscious about, like, what do I need to work on so I'm not making those same choices. And that's where your journal moments come in, but you can keep them very simplified so you don't feel overwhelmed if you are new to using a journal. So that's the point of kind of breaking it down in a smaller way. So yellow will be what needs adjusting. So you treat it kind of like a traffic light, right? Red, you know, look, I got to stop. If I don't stop, there are major consequences if I keep going on. Yellow is kind of like, okay, well, I need to slow down a little bit. Or if some of y'all are like me, which I should not do, I'm doing better. You kind of speed on through that light because you're like, oh, I might have another chance if I go a little bit faster. It doesn't mean in life you need to go faster per se, but it means that I can still kind of tweak this just a little bit. And then, of course, green is it's working. Let's keep this thing in motion. That's how you handle green. So I always like to use, because we talk about work a lot on here, I got to work on time. My attitude was great. I was able to accomplish all of my goals. If it was at home, I got the laundry done on time. I love my kids for the whole week. You know, we always love our kids. Let's say I liked my spouse for the whole week. Things went well. Me and my family got along. If there needs to be adjustment, didn't spend enough time with family. So those are things that you do on your recap. So when you go into the next week, because some people do set weekly goals, you have a guide of where do I put those goals on my goal sheet. So that is how your recaps come in. And then up here, we know this is going to be Monday motivation. So I'm going to put weekly motivation instead of Monday motivation, because y'all know we do the motivation pages on Monday. So I don't want that to take away from what we do. This is going to be weekly motivation. Now what? Hey, Anika. Now what my motivation looks like will be totally different than what your motivation looks like. However, what we do on Mondays is we all kind of find a couple of different inspirational quotes that we like. And you may put it on your page and you may not. It just kind of gets everybody flowing. What I will start doing from this week on out, I want to make sure that my word of the year is always somewhere on my page, right? So my word of the year is intentional. So I want to make sure that I see intentional every single week in several different places. So I'm going to go ahead and put intentional on here, but I kind of want some kind of icon or something. I want something on there. Because again, the goal is to shop your stash and use these 8,000 stickers y'all got sitting around. Like, stop holding on. Let me see what you said, Colette. You said. Okay, so you're gonna do more of a Franken planning approach and use something else and then add it in. So again, we're looking for something. I just want some kind of icon. It needs to be there. And I'm going to be a little cliche because y'all know I like writing and journal stuff. So we're going to put this little pencil. And I'm going to put... So I'm not going to put be intentional. I'm going to put remain intentional because I am in the process of staying intentional, right? If I put be intentional, it means I haven't made any effort to doing so. So make sure that your word of the year you have in action and you're not still talking about what you're going to do with that word. Make sure you're practicing it and applying it to what you want done. We're going into February. If you have not made a move from your vision board, then we need to have a chat. We need to do a live about it. So if that's something y'all want to do on live, let me know. Okay, so that's my word of the year, intentional. So I know that I need to remain intentional in everything that I do, right? So we want to have that on there. We already have our weekly recap. This is our self-care page. So this is where purr comes in, right? So I want to purr every day and I want to purr every week. And what purr means, it stands for finding your peace, unplugging, and relaxing. Okay, so that is what that means if you are not familiar. And why am I pulling this out and I got a whole sheet in the back of here? So I'm going to go and find that, see if I want to use that sticker on here, and I'll decide in a second. And this sticker is too big for this particular thing that I am going to do. I don't want her head that big on there. That's not going to work for my psyche today. So I will go in and handwrite it. Okay, so you need something clean and neutral. Yeah, I definitely get it. And there's a lot of printable shops that have some nice layouts too that are super clean, like Peanuts. Is it Peanuts Planner Co? Peanuts Print Co? Yeah, I be getting names messed up. But I think it's Peanuts Planner Co. Her layouts are super clean. I like those a lot. Yeah, it's needed sometimes. All right, so let's see what we can put on self-care. We know journaling is the norm, so we don't really need to do that. I want some on here, y'all, and it ain't speaking to me right now. All right, so I'm gonna just have to do a little bit of handwriting. So I'm gonna put self. So I'm gonna make this my self-care log, right? So there's some things that I need to get done within this week. I can't believe I haven't pulled out a highlighter. Y'all ain't even said nothing. Come on now. Y'all know that is not the norm. Let me put a little line on here. We're going to use all our little, we're going to shop our stash for real. Highlighters and everything. All right, so with our self-care log, you want to kind of make sure that you're doing something for yourself. I would prefer that you try to do something self-care every day, but that's not going to be everybody's reality. So the goal this week is to do, at minimum, 2 things for yourself. Now let's talk about what self-care is not. Self-care is not shopping. And yes, going to get our nails and feet done. It sounds good because that's just what we're used to saying is self-care. And again, if you haven't gotten your nails done in like 6-7 months and you go do it, for sure, that's a self-care thing. But if self-care is built in your budget in reference to getting your nails done, and you know you're going to do that every 2 weeks, the goal needs to be a little bit different this week. What is something different that you can do that you have not done in a while? I need to do a face mask, right? So that's something that can go on my list. Even though exercise is not technically, in my book, considered a major self-care thing if you're normally doing it, I haven't done it in a while. So that's something that I could genuinely put on my self-care list this week, and say, get moving. Because I ain't been moving. And it shows. So let's go in here and see if there's anything in this book. It's actually another book I'm looking for, y'all. Right here. So if you know you haven't been doing anything for yourself in reference to moving and stuff, definitely get moving. So I need to get moving. So let's find something on here that can be used. First of all, I need to get on the scale because I ain't gonna know anything. unless I am on this scale. And then I'm going to put this little sneaker on here. So put that little sneaker on there. And I know in one of these books they have workout, but I'm looking this, I think it's in this one. Yep, sure enough. And then we're gonna put workout. Oh man, I forgot I took this, the thing out of here, and this book is just gonna tear all the way up. I forgot my little string in here, y'all. And y'all know after a while, if you flip a whole bunch, it's a wrap with these Happy Planner books. All right, so we have workout. So we know for sure I need to get moving, because when you go up the stairs and by the time you come down, by the time you get to the top, you all out of breath. Like that ain't working for me. And then I need a little me time. And so with my me time, I have incorporated a no social media day. And when I tell y'all, it is so therapeutic. If you have not tried it yet, try it. You'll thank me later. You'll be, okay, let's just be honest. You're going to be a little frustrated the first couple of days because social media is like caffeine. It's almost a need for most people. So when you do unplug initially, you kind of have an attitude like, what she mean unplug? How long I gotta unplug? And you find yourself instantly picking up your phone and wanting to go to the site. Now, when I first started, I would delete the apps off of my phone. And I would do no social media days for a while. But now I just take 1 day per week and I just unplug. Like, it's super cool. I find time to read. I find time to catch up on things that I normally would not do. And when I come back, I'm so refreshed to the point sometimes when you come back, you be like, okay, let me jump back off for a couple of more hours because this is just too much. All right, so we have this first part done over here. And of course, I'm going to go in and add some additional stuff on here. But right now, I know that this is where my motivation is going to be. I have the to buy. I'm still torn between that, y'all. I don't really want that there. So I have to figure out what I'm going to do with this section. And then this right here is reminders. I forgot to write that down. And then that's reminders. And so that's where I will keep that. Anything that pops up, something that I just might not remember, I'll put there. So over here, we know I said I may track my working out like extensively right here. And when I say extensively, you know, if I work out more than 2 days this week, that's going to be real extensive for this here week. I may do more right in this section for working out. Oh, that's cool. So you already preset it. I need to look into that, the little thing that presets it. Okay, so now we're on this week. We'll just go in and put the dates down. I have a date book, actually. A book with the dates in it. But it is not staring at me when I need it to stare at me. Oh, here it is. Okay, so was it in this book? This is when you know you have too many books. This one. I do like this book because it gives you the dates if you wanted to cover it up. I could cover it up with the color scheme that we have going on, or I could keep it like this. I think for today, we just gonna roll with what it looks like. But if you wanted to, if you have this brights, it does have those days where you can kind of customize it. Now, when this is starting to happen, this is more of pretty planning, right? So you have functional planning and pretty planning. Is this necessary for you to be productive? Absolutely not. But for a lot of people, myself included, a lot of us do this because it's calming. And so when it's calming, you just kind of relax, you get the things down that you need to do, and then you keep it moving. Now, if you find that all the pretty planning stresses you out and you're frustrated because you're like, oh, my spread don't look good enough or it don't look like this, then that's the point where you need to kind of re-examine, why am I doing this? What am I gaining from it? And is it taking away from what I'm trying to achieve? If it's taking away from what you're trying to achieve, maybe you just need to plan pretty on one page. You can probably do that. Hold on one second, y'all. And we ain't gonna be on here long. I'm gonna tell y'all now because we got 5 minutes. So I'm gonna just say this. This is where we gonna end. We just gonna end it at this point right here, where this is how you can repurpose this side of the page. And when y'all come on tomorrow, then y'all will see how I finish this page. I ain't even gonna play y'all and start this and then it cuts off in the middle. So that is what we will do. Thank y'all for joining. Go ahead and hit that like, and that is what we'll do. So when I come back tomorrow, I'll show y'all how I finish this. If you have this layout, try to do it on this side. So I'll check in with y'all tomorrow. I'm gonna take that as it's my time to get off. Good night, y'all.